The Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 marketplace just received a massive wave of fresh arrivals, offering an incredible range of flight experiences. Whether you want to command heavy airliners into major European hubs, take a nautical leap back to the 1970s, or land a twin-otter along tropical turquoise lagoons, this week's drop has something special for every pilot. We are looking at high-density commercial hubs like Düsseldorf and Sarajevo, unique regional destinations in Africa and French Polynesia, plus a deep dive into general aviation airfields and offshore infrastructure. Let's break down these new releases to see which ones belong in your virtual hangar. To keep this review organized, I've broken the latest releases into 4 clean categories: European airline gateway and historic hubs, exotic international destinations, North America GA and regional fields, and VFR landmarks and offshore infrastructure. Let's start on the buzzy European aprons first. Düsseldorf Airport NG series Echo Delta Delta Lima by JustSim. This airport is the NG, which stands for Next Generation series. Again, it has been developed by JustSim, account code Echo Delta Delta Lima, and it's the capital of a German state, North Rhine-Westphalia. That's where the airport is located. 7 kilometers from the city itself, 20 kilometers southwest of Essen in the Rhine-Ruhr area. It's Germany's largest metropolitan area. So what's included? Well, we can't see because it's not what they described here. But there's something good to know, because you can land with the wide body aircraft up to the Airbus A380. So you can use the A380 to land here. Not so many screenshots, which is kind of disappointing, to be honest, because it's hard to tell based on this if it really adds a lot of value. Based on the screenshots, it looks super nice, but I would say, again, I would not need to see more screenshots, or maybe I would even need to buy it to see how valuable it is. You can see the Airbus can land on it, which is super cool. Then KISS Simulation has released Sarajevo International Airport Lima Quebec Charles Alpha. You can either buy it or you can rent it. If you rent it, then you can try it out, and if you want to buy it, then this price will be deducted. It's deducted from the original price. So this airport is, I would say, the most famous approach during the, especially because it was used a lot during the Bosnian War. The airport is renowned for its challenging approach due to its location nestled in a valley surrounded by high mountains reaching up to 10,000 feet. That makes it really challenging. The airport includes multiple things, such as a real-world runway length, the updated apron layout, new terminal design, adjusted runway field height, and the real-world ILS approach angle matching 3.2 degrees. Then besides that, they added some other things like the RVR equipment, ILS antennas, custom animated runway guard lights, and other things. Custom pushback truck, you can see it over here. Animated taxiway, or updated taxiway, and custom taxiway and runway weathering to match real-world weathering. So let's have a look at it. It sounds promising. Here you can see the lights. You can see the, radar dome. Also the buildings. Here you can see the wear and tear on the, tarmac. You can see the buildings with the VDGS systems. Clear signs, jetways are there. Also, I'd say on the non-airport facing side, there's some updates. And that was it. So nice airport, looks pretty okay. So you could consider to buy it if you love to fly in that area. Then we're jumping to beautiful model of the world. They released Biarritz Pays Basque Lima Foxtrot Bravo Zulu. This airport is located in the southwestern part of France, and it's located in the new Aquitaine region, right near the Atlantic Ocean and the Spanish border. So that's always interesting, right? If you love to fly there, even with your VFR flights. It's a high-fidelity airport with 3D models of the passenger terminals, hangars, and surrounding buildings, realistic high-resolution PBR textures, custom lighting for the apron, taxiways, and airport lighting equipment. And there's the realistic runway threshold elevations and accurate custom markings. And this is how it looks like. You can see the airport, the outside. And this is the inside of the airport. So everything has been modeled, including people waiting to board the aircrafts, or people, say, walking into the terminal building. You can drink a beer or something, or wine. You can see the Flix bus. We can see hangars. So it also looks like maybe you can spawn from a hangar. Maybe, not 100% sure. Could be. Also, the terminal building is there. And a lot of other cool things which have been added. So, nice airport. Added to the, I would say, country France in Flight Simulator 2024. Then we're going back in time with Berlin Tempelhof 1970s Echo Delta Delta India. This airport, it's not active anymore, based on my understanding. It was, I would say, used when Berlin was still divided in two parts, right, at the height of the Cold War. And the developer decided to recreate this airport, which is the mother of all airports, in its 1970s glory, with Pan Am 727s and BAA Viscounts, USAF, which is US Air Force transports, and other cool things, like also some other things which I saw. You've got multiple liveries, you've got the cargo doors which can open and close for the C-130 Hercules, you've got also some fighters over there, you got some jeeps. So let's have a look at it, right? Maybe not, let's say, talk too much, but simply look at it. These are the Pan Am aircrafts. You can see everything is in the old style. Cracks in the runway. This is the airport itself. Let's have a close look if we can find those jeeps. Right here you can see one of the jets. Here we can see an aircraft unloading. Those are static, right? So I don't think that they will move. Not 100% sure, but they mentioned that it's all static, so don't think that anything will move. Here we can see the BAA aircraft, the Pan Am one, and of course the terminal building itself, and maybe some surrounding buildings. So super nice airport, brought back to the 1970 style, and also looks like it contains a mission bag. So that's also super nice. That's, I would say, it was not very clear from the description, but it looks like there's also a mission bag included. So have fun with this one if you decide to buy it. Then we arrived already at the second group, the exotic international destinations, and we started with Bora Bora Mutu Mute Airport V2, November Tango Tango Bravo by Pearl Simulations. If I'm correct, this airport was already available for Flight Simulator 2020, but that's what I can vaguely remember. The airport was opened a long time ago. It's located on the island of Bora Bora in French Polynesia. To be specific, it's located on the islet of Motamut. And you need, I would say, a boat in some cases, right? You can see over here. It includes 40 custom models, including terminals, hangars, and other characteristics of the airport. So let's have a look at it. Bora Bora sounds, I would say, really interesting. Really special hangar, as you can see, or terminal building. You can see some boats. Boats look a little bit, let's say, simplistic. But the rest, say, let's go back. Well, it looks pretty okay, right? You can see all the details over here. The ships are simply missing some detail, at least from my perspective. Then the second airport in this category is Tamala International Airport, Delta Golf Lima Echo, created by Silvercrest. And there are no interior models, so this is the first developer who specifically mentions it. And the airport is Ghana's Northern Gateway, and allows you to enter Ghana in Flight Simulator 2024. It's featuring the airport's modern terminal complex and detailed apron layout and realistic ground markings. Of course, there's some other things. Let me see. What did they add more? No, they didn't add more text. And also not too many screenshots, only the screenshot on the top. So here you can see how it looks like. Still, it looks, I would say, yeah, it's hard to say. It looks interesting, but on the other end, I'd say it's hard to say based on the screenshots which were provided. But if you love to fly in the Ghana area, this could be something which you can put on your bucket list to buy, or maybe to buy. Then we arrived already at Group 3, which is the North American GAN and regional fields. The first one is Fernandina Beach Municipal, Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Bravo by Spinoza. Spinoza has done their best on updating this airport. The airport city of the public airport located on Amelia Island, 3 nautical miles south of the central business district of Fernandina Beach, a city in Nassau County, Florida, USA. So do they add a list what they have added? Well, there's something with it there. There's a F for a Corsair in the air in the terminal building. There's a dependency on some world updates, so keep that in mind. Oceania and Germany. Rest not too much, so let's jump to the screenshots. Here you can see the level of detail. You can see some, say, parachute jumpers. You can still see that they updated the say surroundings, like the lighting house. And this is the terminal building. You can see fire trucks. Also a hangar. So you might be able to spawn from the hangar. Not 100% sure about that. You can also see some other people, I'd say, reading signs. View station. Aircrafts. And this is really what I like, right? Mesh. Who knows the TV series? If you watched it, then let me know in the comment box below if you watched it. Because I would say I watched it. I was, I would say, young at that time. That series was already old for my time, I think, because it was already, let's say, broadcast earlier. And these are some beautiful pictures. So this one is, I would say, that's a lot of fun, right? It's a lot of fun to an, I would say, destination which you might consider to fly to. And then you get some beautiful, I'd say, interior of the terminal building, but also the exterior looks pretty okay. Then we've got Roosevelt Municipal Airport 74V. This has a dependency on UK 2000 Scenery Common Library, which is available for free. And that also tells us which developer has developed this airport, which is, of course, UK 2000 Scenery. It's airport, city-owned public airport, located 3 miles southwest of Roosevelt in Utah's Uinta Basin. What are the details which they have included? High quality PBR textures. When appropriate, selected hangars feature interior detail, while some buildings include transparent glass and visible interiors. Well, that's what they added, right? So I'm also unsure if you can, let's say, spawn from the hangar, although it might be. I'm not 100% sure, but it could be. They didn't provide that much screenshots, so it's hard to tell. But still, I'd say funny airport. Not too big, but maybe for those who like to fly GA, then this is one which you could consider. Then we've got Hartford Municipal Airport National Stall, short takeoff and landings. That's the, I would say, kind of, let's say, event happening there. UK code Kilo Hotel X-Ray Foxtrot by Anov. And this is really something if you want to practice your e-stalls, right? You say zero short takeoff and landings, then this really, they would say, an airport which you should put on your list, because this allows you to test it. Also, not too many screenshots besides this one, unfortunately. I know it was already released for Flight Simulator 2020, sorry. And there it looks, for say, pretty nice. It's hard to tell, okay, hey, there's someone say advertisements. So maybe they also sponsor this, I would say, airport update. Let's see. If you love flying the e-stalls, then have a look at this one. And then we already arrived at the last group, which is the VFR landmarks and offshore infrastructure. We start with the landmarks Frankfurt by DF Fly Direct. They updated more than 200 buildings by handcrafting them and adding them to the main downtown and Niederrad areas. Something you might not know is that Frankfurt is Germany's financial capital and also known as Manhattan. And this is what they have added. And again, this is so cool, right? If you didn't buy, I would say, an update for the city already, this is something which you might want to add because it adds a lot of detail, including night lighting updates, mainly focused on the city center, but still it looks super, super nice. And then the last one in this group is the Offshore Landmarks North Sea by Aerosoft. This package was released already a while ago in their own marketplace, but now it's available in a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 marketplace. And they, let's say, cover a pretty wide area, right? The North Sea, which is the biggest work site on the planet, where a ship costing billions of dollars place and remove wind turbines and platforms. Right? It offers work to thousands of people. And what they did is they added, I would say, a pretty large amount of items. So they added 388 new heliports, 196 new airports, 78 and new NDB beacons, 741 new ships, 72 new subtractions, and a lot of other things. As you can see wind industry, ferries, dredgers, fruit juice tankers, chemical tankers, survey vessels, and crane vessels. This is really interesting, but for Flight Sim 2024 it becomes even better, right? Because they also updated this. So they also added this. So 5 new helicopter parking spots, and they added, I would say, several things, right? Rotterdam Maasvlakte there for the Dutch people. Really love it. And they added this and also several other ones. If we look at the screenshots, you will be amazed by the level of detail, because these are our friends from Aerosoft, which are always releasing high quality, let's say, scenery. In this case, if you love to fly, I would say, to those, areas, including the harbor, then this is really, I would say, almost a must-have package. Now we're at the start again. So the offshore landmarks, North Sea, you can see it's priced this. In some case, you might want to look at, in this case, Aerosoft themselves, because it might be cheaper, especially if you're buying it via the PC. So have a look at that before hitting the buy button over here. From the busy commercial gates at Düsseldorf to the stunning clear waters surrounding Bora Bora, this marketplace drop brings fantastic operational variety to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It's really nice to see that developers are continuously pushing out new things, challenging themselves, and bringing a wide variety of items, such as going back into history, but also adding things like offshore locations. I want to hear from you. Are you loading up an airliner for a route into Sarajevo, flying a vintage prop out to the 1970s Berlin, or taking an island hopper into French Polynesia? Let me know your top picks from this week by dropping a comment in the comment box below. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you back next week.